Alright, boys and girls, this is Benjamin Bakchoi, welcoming you back to another War Thunder video. Now, this is the second War Thunder video I've done in a row, and that's because I haven't been into sim racing lately. F122 is dead, like I mentioned in the last video, and we've got another month or so before F123 comes out. And the first War Thunder video I put out actually did pretty well, and I think that's because most people enjoyed watching me in pain, struggling to just get the most basic of kills. So I figured let's give the audience what they want, and I decided to go back and try and spade some of these planes that I unlocked but never ended up flying or spading at all. So first up is the Ki-44-I or the Ki-44-I. I'm not sure what it is. Battle rating 2.7 in the Japanese tech tree. I have unlocked most of the planes up through rank 2 and 3, I believe, but I haven't really spaded all of these things out. So as you can see, we haven't unlocked any of the modules, and we've got the Ki-43-I right next to it for comparison. I did want to do the Ki-43, but with the 7.7s and its top speed being so low, I figured that'd be probably too much of a challenge, so we decided to go with the Ki-44 first. No modules, like I mentioned, and we're going to see how long it takes. And I'm actually surprised it didn't take that long. I mean, it is only a second tier plane, and it only has a few modules in it, so it didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. But let's just go ahead anyway and show you no modules unlocked here at all. And then we will get into the games or into the matches, and we will see how we do. So come along for the ride, guys. This is going to be as bad as you expect it to be. Alright, boys and girls, so we are in our first match here, and I am the only plane that climbed. Surprise, surprise, right? 2.7, BR 2.7 special. Nobody climbs. So we have a 109 out in front of us, a Yak 1 out in front of us, and I was like, oh boy, this is going to be fun. And another Yak 7 on the deck, and a Hurricane off in the distance as well. So I remember watching a video, I think it was Defin, who said, when you're in a stock plane, there's really not much you can do. Just try and get kills any way you can. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a head-on with this Yak 1 and maybe just take it down with me. Now I don't know if I even got any hits, maybe a 7.7 a 7mm hit, but nothing pops up. So since I'm the only plane on my team around here, I was like, all right, I have really no choice now but to dive. My entire team is on the deck, as you can see right there. Oh wait, we do have one plane up in altitude right now. A couple planes, so but they're like way behind me for some reason. I don't know how the hell I got so far ahead of everybody else. So I have to dive now. There's a 109, a Yak 7, and a DB7 right on in my area, so really nothing for me to do right now. I'm too damn slow to even dive away from them, so I'm just gonna dance around and try and drag them back towards my team. Luckily the Yak and the BF-109 didn't decide to follow us down here, but look at this, all these guys down on the deck. I don't know why or how that happened, but right now my goal is to just maybe get a crit on somebody, and maybe we'll get a kill assist at some point to help with our RP and get a module or two. So I get dived on, but luckily we don't hit anything. I was like, all right, DB7 looks like he's about to go into this fur ball right here. We'll follow DB7 in, shoot off some 50 cals, and see if we can get some crits on this plane. So just checking my 6 again. We do have a Yak 1 behind us, but he's not really diving at us anyway. We're following this DB7 in, and my team is just melting away. I don't understand. We have the numbers, and we're all on the deck, and we are melting away at this point right now. So it's 2.7, I suppose, I guess. I mean, I'm a noob, but I know not to be sitting at 500 meters with a Corsair. I don't understand how these guys, what's this, 2 Corsairs right on the deck. I don't know what they're thinking. So DB7 is climbing, and we just shoot off some 50 cals here, praying to get a hit. And look, the low velocity of these guns, both the 50 cals and the 7 mils, are just so slow that it's impossible for me to aim. American 50 cals I can aim with, but not these Japanese guns. But anyway, we get the kill assist anyway somehow. I don't know. I didn't think we hit him with the 50 cal. So I find myself in a 3v1 here towards the end of the game. We only have one friendly plane left alive. I don't know how the hell I made it this far anyway. So we got an I-16 on our 6 and a Yak 7 out in front of us. P-39, the only plane left, is going to land. So I was like, I have no chance of surviving here. Let me just take a head on with this Yak 7 and hopefully, again, we can get a kill assist or something like that. So, no hits or anything. I'm not sure who hit me. I don't know if it was the I-16 or the Yak 7. It didn't look like the Yak 7 hit me, but we get lit on fire right away somehow with one hit. The fuel is trying to seal itself, and then the enemy I-16 crashed somehow. I don't know what the hell happened, and then we just fall apart. So we do get a kill assist in this first match, but man, having no modules on this plane was like, it might as well have been a reserve tier plane at that point. So we got the offensive 7mm in a loot box right after that match. So we do have one module in the weapons section. And I decided to go with universal just because it has tracer and armor piercing and the immediate action incendiary bullet. So we're going to go with the universal for the 7mm, and we have no modules or anything for our second match, as I think the match was still going on at this point. So we are in our second match right now, and we are outnumbered. Look at all the fighters on the enemy team, and our team was mostly bombers and IL-2s, so we only have about 5 or 6 actual fighters on our team, and I was expecting to have our shit kicked in this match. So I thought, screw it, I'm not going to continue to climb because there's going to be like 4 or 5 enemy planes that are higher than me anyway. So I see the first I dive into the first furball that I see down here, a couple P-39s. P-36 coming in. We do have a Lag 3 and a MiG 3 in the fight right now. So I was like, yeah, let me just go in here and try and steal one kill before I eventually get my teeth kicked in. So we dive in. The Lag 3 goes down pretty much right away. And then we go after this P-39 that's climbing right now. Just stalled out in the sky. And we only get a hit. A damn hit. The MiG-3 takes down, or actually one of the P-39s takes down his own guy, luckily for us, and I think the MiG-3 takes down one of the P-39s as one of our Hurricanes slams into the ground. We get on the tail of this P-36 and we get some more hits. Still cannot hit anything with this, these guns here. P-39 behind us. I'm coming around to try and get on his 6 as well to get some more shots in. We get the kill assist on the P-36, thank God. MiG-3 took him down. And once again, just sitting there. And we finally get a kill on the P-39. So our first kill in this plane took a lot of ammo to do that. So we're going to turn around. There's an F4U off in the distance. All the other enemy planes are up at altitude or really far away. So I'm going to head in towards this Corsair behind us, and I'm not sure what else is back there. A P-38. I don't know what the hell this Corsair is doing. He's trying to shoot down our IL-2 from like 2 kilometers away. And surprise, surprise, he hit nothing. And then the IL-2 actually takes down the Corsair, thank God. P-38 comes in. I'm trying to avoid his guns. He's shooting at me, but the IL-2 takes him down as well. But this hero in the IL-2 is taking down all the fighters. While we only got a kill and a kill assist. So P-39 comes in now. I'm going to roll in behind him and try to get a shot, but he goes up, does this turn that just kills all of his energy, and then takes a head-on with a Yak 9. And then he is already leaking something at this point while 2 other planes go in and shoot. I wanted to try and get a hit on him as well, but I see all of our planes converging on him, and I was like, I don't want to get a team kill, so I'm just going to stop shooting right here. And luckily for us, the P-39 does eventually go down. But as you can see at the bottom right-hand corner, the IL-2s are doing a pretty damn good job shooting down fighter planes on the enemy side. 239 comes in. I'm going to dive down and hit the deck, cut off his angle of attack, so that if he does want to come after me, he probably is going to pancake. But he thinks better of it and pulls off, goes head on with the Yak here. Now I'm in perfect position to get a hit. And you're like, why are you just hanging from the sky? Yeah, I ran out of room with my mouse. I hit the side of my keyboard and I just started hanging in the sky like an idiot because I ran out of room for my mouse. So here we are, 239 going after our I-15 BIS. He takes the BIS down and we just start going off with our guns. We get a crit in, thank God. So at the very least, we should get an assist if this guy goes down. Now, yeah, I don't I don't like how when if I see somebody fighting a plane and the enemy plane is smoking, I stop firing or I stop going after the attack. But other people, they don't care. They see me fighting a plane and I've got a crit into that plane and it's smoking and they'll just come in and fight. As I was looking for and looking at the battle log to make sure that I didn't steal that kill, we almost get hit by that P63 and now we have another P63 in front of us. So we've got a 2-on-2 here. We got the our friendly Yak 9 and ourselves going after two P63s, and I thought I should have enough time to go up for a shot here before the trailing P63 gets close to us. So I miss every single shot because I suck at this game, and now we have to go defensive with this P63. I thought we were going to roll scissors here, but he peels off to go after the Yak 9. We got a DB7 coming in as well, and I thought, okay, good. Now it's a 3-on-2, even though one of our planes is a DB7. He should be at least able to watch our backs. So I decided to go after this P63 here. And I probably should have watched my 6 because the DB7 didn't really do much as the other P63 comes in, sets us on fire, and I try to take this guy down before I die, but once again, the 7 mils on this plane just don't do anything, and we end up falling apart in the sky. So that is the second match, 1 kill, 1 assist, good enough for me at this point. Or 2 kills and 1 assist. I don't know how the hell we are at the top of the leaderboards on our team with the way we were playing and the way the IL-2s were shooting everybody down, but we were at the top anyway. So that's it for our second match. Not great or anything like that, but we did get 2 kills and an assist before we went down, so it was all right. And we should have enough RP to unlock a few more modules there. So we unlocked the Ki-109. That will be one more plane that we can try to spade at some point. And now we start research on the Ki-102 So 3,000 RP right now. We are going to unlock the radiator. We are going to get the compressor, the engine, and the wings repair before we head out to our next match. So now we are in our third match, and we are really high. And we're higher than the rest of the enemy. This Corsair decides to climb up and stall himself out for us. We do get a hit and a critical on him, but just not accurate enough. And the Corsair is a beast of a plane who's going to need more than a couple hits to take him down. So once again, my friendlies come in, even though the enemy is smoking or trailing smoke and just kind of ruin our dogfight. But yeah, it is 2.7. What do I really expect, right? Most of these guys are just kind of learning how to play the game, and they're probably just trying to get as much RP as they can as well. So I can't get too upset at this point. But at the very least, we'll get an assist if somebody does eventually take him down. We got a P36 now, trailing our friendly 190, and I'm trying to go in, but we're going way too fast. I don't want to rip our wing off or anything like that, but I do want to get down there and get some more crits on these planes so we can get some more RP. But once again, we're still going way too fast here. So it looks like our team is actually doing pretty well, even though the last couple kills were enemy. And then a friendly runs into me. I didn't see the replay. I don't know. I didn't see him. I don't know if he saw us, so I can't get too upset either. But thank God we didn't get any damage from that. I don't think our teammate got any damage from that collision either. So we both made it through okay. So we'll just keep on going. We do finally get the kill assist for that Corsair that we crit right at the beginning of the match. Now there's 3 enemy right in front of us. We got another Corsair, P40, and a Yak 9. So just trying to pick out who's going to go straight and go in the right direction for us to follow, because we're going too fast to really be turning. So we pick up the Yak 9, but right at the last second, the Yak 9 makes a turn, and we kind of lose our opportunity to shoot. We're just going way too fast. But luckily for us, the Corsair here is going right in the perfect direction. We let off a whole bunch of shots, but we only get a hit, but somehow we get the kill assist. I don't know how, but I will take it. Looping back around to try and take down this Yak 9. He is smoking, but I want to get a crit off of him, but he goes down before we can really do anything there. So we just kind of ground pound for a little while. We've got 2 assists, which is good enough. We've only got a couple modules left anyway, and we've already got most of our performance modules. So the Yak 1 here, fighting our Ki-44. I was like, if the Ki-44 gets positioned on the Yak 1, I might just might just fly cover for the Ki-44. But it looks like the Yak-1 is getting shots onto our Ki-44, and I was like, okay, shoot, I might have to go in here and help because the Yak-1 is getting shots off more than our Ki-44 is. And he is in a much better position than our friendly. So I didn't feel too bad going in here. That's the second time the Yak's been able to get some shots onto our friendly Ki-44. So I was like, all right, yeah, the friendly is not in a good position. I have to come in here and help him. So luckily, the Yak-1 stalls himself, or not doesn't stall himself out, but he climbs right in front of us. We get a hit there. Still, our friendly Ki-44 can't get a position on this Yak-1 as the Yak-1 then decides to start extending and looping. And look at this. How many people are shooting from behind us? I think I actually got hit by friendly fire. But luckily for us, the Yak-1 goes crashing to the ground. We did get 2 assists, and we do have a kill now as well. I do wish people would stop shoulder firing when I'm that close to the enemy. But I suppose we didn't die, so I guess I should be happy at that in a 2.7 match. Looking for the rest of the enemy, but I think there's only one guy left, and then like the rest of our team, pretty much 5 of our teammates converge on him and kill him before we get there. So we do win that match, and now we have 8,000 RP points to fill out the rest of these modules. So we finally spaded the plane in 3 matches. That's a lot faster than I was expecting, but it is a 2.7 plane, a tier 2 plane, so I shouldn't be too surprised. So it only took us 3 matches to spade the Ki-44. And now we are going on to our first match with a fully spaded plane. So in the first 3 matches, we climbed at the beginning of the match. So I decided, let's take this down to the deck where I think most Japanese fighter planes should be if they want to find any success. So we start diving towards the ground, and we find 2 P-38s also on the deck as well, where they shouldn't be this early in a match. They really should be up at like 5,000-6,000 meters, but instead they're ground pounding for some reason. So let's try and take advantage of this. I don't think my guns are strong enough to really be taking them down in like one shot, so we're going to try to get on their 6 and maybe just follow them and continuously shoot at them. But unfortunately for us, the J-22 and our Ju-88 get there first. Ju-88 gets set on fire, and now the P-38 is leaking as the other P-38 is flying to the ground in a ball of fire. So we see this Corsair going after our Ju-88. I'm going to go after him, diving for some more speed, hoping that the Corsair doesn't try to come on for a head-on. It looks like he does, or at least he's trying to follow the Ju-88, so we just kind of roll out of the way there and then turn back around to try and get some shots. We almost black out there. Luckily we don't. But it does throw off our aim a little bit. We do get a hit on him though, so as we come back around to try and get some more shots, he kind of stalls himself out and puts himself in a perfect position for us to shoot. Once again, friendlies shooting at them while I'm literally like 50 meters away. I hate that. So we see this Ki-43 coming in over the water now. I'm trying to follow him, but he can maneuver a lot better than we can, so don't get any hits on that skill issue. Just cannot aim with these guns. I know I've said that like 100 times already, but cannot stress that enough that I suck with these guns. Once again, we whiff completely, and I didn't even notice that the Ju-88 was using his tail gunner to shoot, but we roll out of the way just in time. We didn't get hit by friendly fire. I would have loved to take down that Ki-43, but you know, I can't get mad that a bomber took down the enemy fighters. So we got this P-63 now. I thought about chasing him, but the BF-109 is so close to him. I was like, if I try to get on this guy's 6, the 109 will probably fly into me because he can't see me. And I can see him, so I should at the very least move out of the way because I have no excuse to fly into him. So our friendlies take care of him. We've got an I-16 behind us and a P-63 behind us as well. I thought about going after these guys, but they're just too damn far. There's faster planes that are already closer that will probably get there before I do. So I do start flying towards this I-16, but then the H-75, I think, is about to dive on him. Then the P-63 comes back towards us, and I thought, ooh, a chance to shoot at him. Then he rolls out of our guns as well, and by the time we turn around, he's already being descended upon by like 6 other planes, and then he just slams into the ground, giving the J-22 the kill. So, unfortunately for us, we only managed 1 kill and I think 1 assist. And then we ended up just ground pounding for the rest of the match. Nope, just 1 kill, no assist. Yeah, we just ended up ground pounding and going after AI planes for the rest of the match. And that was it for match number 4. We got the win, but it was pretty much just the 1 kill for us. So we are in match number 5 right now. And I decided to climb again for the start of this match. Ju-88's the first bomber that pops up. And I thought that the CW-21 was going to go and take care of it. And I know the CW-21, what does it have? 50 cals? But he should be able to take care of it. But the Ju-88 dives, and I think it's just a little too fast for the CW to catch up to. And I thought, hopefully our entire team doesn't go after this Ju-88. And I turn around, and look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes turning towards the Ju-88. Luckily for us, not all 7 planes latch onto the Ju-88. Only 4 planes latch onto the Ju-88. But God, noobs, if you are watching this video, if you've gotten this far, please stop sending 5 guys after the same bomber, the first bomber that pops up on the enemy team. We don't need 5 of you going after the same bomber, wasting all your ammo, not hitting or killing the bomber, and then having 5 planes go back to the airfield to rearm and refit because nobody was able to shoot down the bomber. If you already see 2 guys going after the bomber, just stop. All right, 2 guys going after the bomber should be more than enough. But I thought that I was up in altitude all by myself and way far out ahead of everybody. But luckily for me, just as this hurricane pops out of the clouds, our friendly F4U is right to our left, and the hurricane is stalling himself out to go after the Corsair, which puts himself in a perfect position for us in our guns, and somehow, miraculously, we get the kill. We barely get the kill. We almost missed completely, but we get our first kill. And I actually worked pretty well with this Corsair for the first part of this match, baiting and shooting and then switching enemies. It was pretty good. Amazing what having another good plane by your side can do for you. So I was going to chase down this I-16 and help him out. But fortunately for me, I heard an engine and I looked off to the left and I see this contrail and I see a plane coming out of the clouds. And luckily I did, because there's an enemy Spitfire coming right out. So that almost caught me off guard. I wanted to turn with this Spitfire, but then I thought, I don't know if I can turn with this Spitfire. But I'm pretty sure I can go faster than this Spitfire. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. That's what I was thinking. You guys can let me know if I'm actually faster than that Spitfire. But I thought, okay, let me try and get a shot on this I-16. I think I'm far enough from the Spitfire to where the Spitfire shouldn't be able to catch me if I make this shot attempt. And we missed, but luckily for us, when I turn around, the Spitfire has dove a little bit, and he's about 1.5 kilometers away. So we didn't really lose out on anything there. So I'm getting the Spitfire to follow me, and luckily he's not paying attention to the Corsair that's diving on him right now, and the Corsair gets the kill. And we knocked out 2 planes really, really quickly, and now we've got the I-16 coming at us, and I was like, I think I can take this head on. And I forgot that the I-16, or some of the I-16s, have cannons as well. I don't know if this I-16 in particular does, but he gets a hit on us. We have an oil leak, and now our oil temperature is really, really high. But I'm going to try to stick around for a little while to help the Corsair here take down this I-16, because I think I still have enough time. We are still high enough right now, and the airfield's not that far away. If I need to, I can just glide to the airfield. So we're going to turn... we're going to get into a little turn fight up here with the I-16 to help out the Corsair. But right when I thought we were going to get the kill, B-34 comes in and takes it. But we do get the kill assist, so I must have hit something on the I-16. So now I'm diving towards the airfield because of the oil leak. I know that these Japanese planes are really fragile. I don't know much, but I know that the Japanese planes are practically made out of paper. So if I get any damage, I need to go back and take care of it pretty much right away. Or else this thing will blow up. And I wasn't even heading in the right direction. Luckily, I checked my map and realized before it was too late, I probably would have ended up on the other side of the map before realizing, oh, there's no airfield over here. But as I'm heading towards the airfield, I see a friendly P-39 on the deck fighting a Hurricane and a B-239. So I'm going to dive down there and try to help him as much as I can, and hopefully my engine doesn't explode before I can get down there to help. But he sets the Hurricane, or he doesn't set the Hurricane on fire, but he gives the Hurricane a leak, and then he eventually gets shot down. So I was like, if he would have survived, I wouldn't have killed this Hurricane, but he's dead now anyway, so I think it's fair game. We get some hits on the Hurricane as our Corsair buddy comes down and tries to shoot at him as well, but he doesn't get any hits. So we loop back around. The Hurricane is pretty much limping at this point. It shouldn't be too difficult. So we let off some shots, and luckily we hit this time as the Corsair takes out the 239, and we've eliminated the enemy planes on this side of the map. So now I'm free to go and land and rearm and refit and repair and go search out the last few planes. So there's only a couple planes left. I think there are only 2 planes left, but I didn't realize how low we were on tickets. So I was taking my sweet ass time, and then when I was notified in the chat, I was like, God damn it, these guys just took off, but I really need to go after them even if they're still right in front of their airfield, because we are about to lose on tickets. So the Yak 7, I think, realizes tickets are about to expire as well, so he sends it and kind of stalls himself out. He had a couple kills, and I was like, what the hell is he doing? He must know better than that. But I think he just wanted to try and get one last kill before the match ended. And I don't know what the hell happened here, but I just completely whiff on the Yak 7, and then my camera goes crazy on me. Finally, I track him again. I loop up to try and get back on his 6 again, but he dives away and starts extending. So the Corsair is chasing the big 3 at this point, and I was hoping the Corsair would read my mind and switch off enemies. So it looks like he does, and I'm diving after the Corsair as he's starting to battle the Yak, and we completely miss here as the MiG rolls out of our shots, but then we line up the shot perfectly. I'm almost blacked out, and I was like, come on, let me get this kill before the tickets run out. Whole bunch of hits, whole bunch more hits, and then the tickets run out. Thank you, Gaijin, for programming your game this way. These guys are about to win. Nah, fuck that. Let's just run their tickets out. But anyway, we get 2 games with a fully spaded Ki-44, and even though I know that the Ki-44 is a very capable plane and most players would probably succeed with it, I'm not a big fan of the Ki-44. Mainly because of the velocity of the guns, both the 7mm and the 50 cals, just way too slow. I don't know if these are the same 50 cals that are in the Ki-61s, but for some reason in the Ki-61 I can do well with those guns, but in the Ki-44 I cannot. So for me, I probably wouldn't pick this plane as a favorite of mine, even though I know a lot of people love these planes. If you can't hit anything with your guns, you're pretty much useless, right? And as you can see in the 5 matches that we've done, in the 3 unspaded matches and the 2 spaded matches, it was really difficult for me to hit anything. I'm sure with time I will be able to get accurate with these guns, but they aren't the American 50 cals, which I very much prefer over the Japanese 50 cals. But yeah, that's it, guys. Didn't take quite as long as I thought it would to spade this plane. Not really a surprise considering it's only 2.7 and you don't need that much RP to unlock the modules. But yeah, I had fun anyway, even though it was painful for the first 3 matches where I really didn't know what I was doing, and the plane was pretty much really difficult to handle without any of the modules. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Remember to eat your bok choy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.